Okay, I saw this tweet from Mutahar ages ago, and I don't agree with what he's saying. I think it's kind of unhinged. But I want to focus on the part where he says, as a Canadian, because a lot of the replies to that were bugging, like straight up racist. And I have a theory that this level of brazen racism is way less likely to be freely and popularly vocalized against black people or other types of Asians. That because he's Indian, it's seen as more acceptable, and that in a lot of little cultural ways, Indians might be like the lowest status minority. A friend of mine sent me this reel recently.
Nick, can you at least address this? You literally said that the entire country of India smells like shit.
That's true. It does smell bad. You're gonna tell me Delhi doesn't smell bad? They got 1.5 billion people, and they're all crammed together on one train. It doesn't smell bad?
It's the curry.
With spices.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of funny. But man, like, these guys are being serious, and the worst part is that curry comment.
It's the curry.
Because I've heard that kind of thing before, and it doesn't make any sense. There's no one uniform curry. It'd be like saying all soup is smelly. But anyway, I mean, look, it's Twitter and it's Nick Fuentes. Like, there's gonna be some racism, what do I expect, right? But even in more normie places, like normie subreddits, I see some of these little jabs at Indians, and no one bats an eye. Like the Sirs doing the needful meme, or the send Bobs in Regime meme. I see that type of stuff way more often compared to similar jokes about other minorities. Like on Reddit, I don't see people typing like ching chong bing bong or talking about how Asians eat dogs. You know, and man, don't even go near black people. Like, you'll be banned off everything. Even me. Dude, over the last year or so, I've been getting a lot of weird Indian comments. Even just today on my Pokemon video. Look at this guy. Didn't Pokemon get Gideon banned for no good reason? And all your Pokemon videos are jokes. Unless you really think that a white woman that likes to pretend to be an Asian woman would have intercourse with a progressive Indian that isn't really that popular. Now, let's ignore the fact that this loon thinks that I can't defend someone online without wanting to bang them. Why did he mention Indian progressive here specifically, right? As though that should be like inherently unattractive qualities. Now, maybe you think I'm like overanalyzing or that I'm butthurt about this or something. I promise I'm not. Like, none of this affects me personally. Primarily because I don't think I face any negative repercussions from this attitude like in real life. At least thus far, that's what I've assumed. Like, I never thought of my skin color as like a factor in 99.9% of situations. I don't even know if the majority of people I meet always clock that I'm Indian. Obviously, some people do, but some people also ask if I'm Arab. I've met some people who are completely way off guessing what I am. Maybe because I'm tall and Indians tend to be shorter. I mean, look at me, towering over everyone here. But I'm definitely noticing this stuff online a lot more now. Like, does anyone remember the PewDiePie T-Series feud? I remember a friend of mine sent me the song like a few months ago.
Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. Oops. I got 90 rolls, the world's a hold your defecation. Oops.
And I was blown away. I was like, wait, nobody cared about this? I mean, okay, look, if you want to be like racist, it's pretty weak sauce. Like, my friends and I have said way more racist shit to each other. But it's just strange that this came from like the biggest children's entertainer. I mean, I get that it was 2018 and he was in his, oh, look, I'm edgy PewDiePie now phase, but still, like, just imagine if he was feuding with like an African-American music group and he just had like several jokes about how they all don't have fathers and they all commit crime, about how they all can't pronounce the word asked. Okay, looking into it now, it does seem like some people were mad at this too. But look, I don't know, man. I feel like I would have heard a lot more about this if it was like aimed at black people or Jewish people. Anyway, now I'm starting to see this stuff everywhere. So I was rewatching Arrested Development and check out this clip.
So then he's more popular than George Michael.
Well, that's like comparing apples and some fruit nobody's ever heard of. He might even finish after the Indian kid.
Now, for context, this is about a character running for class president, and the joke here is that Indian kids are unpopular, unattractive, generally disliked. Now, in a vacuum, I don't think this show is racist. I wasn't offended. But it does kind of give you an idea of how Indians were viewed for ages. And as a cumulative thing, with a lot of the media from the 2000s, I think remnants of that still exists a bit. Now, having said all that, Indians are also some of the most racist people out there. I said I've never experienced Indian racism in real life, but I have experienced the other side of that. That is Indian racism. And my grandma still thinks Chinese people are like shifty and untrustworthy. You know, she once told my sister, you know, marry whoever you want, but just make sure he's not Chinese. As a final thought, you know, don't be racist, guys. But if you're going to be somewhat even-handed with it, you know? Okay, I guess that's it. Love you all. Bye-bye.